class. Now it doesn't matter whether you have a sewing machine or not, as long as you have a needle, then you will be able to do this. And please welcome to ChyKreatifs. If this is your first time joining us, you're welcome. Okay, please, as soon as you join us, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and also click the notification, tap the notification bell, so that whenever our videos drop, you always get notified. Okay, like and drop your comments or questions down this thread, and please go ahead and share this video. Watch to the end. Thank you. All right, so in this class we're going to be working with a polyene material. This is polyene material. Now this is a very stretchy fabric, as you can see. So this is the part that will be the head part, and this is the body of my cap. So this is the body of my cap, and the head circumference I measured 22, and the length is 14 inches. Now I want to make a V cap. So what I have at the end of the day, now I measured my materials. I measured this one is I measured, I think, 18 by 6, and I doubled it, folded it into 2, so the base will be thick. This is the band. This will serve as the band of my cap, and I'm making a V cap. Now remember, we're not working with machine in this video. Everything we are going to be working with are needle and thread. Now I've threaded my needle, and look at what I did. I crossed both materials. Now if you look at this space, you see that it's giving me a V. Now if you look at this crossing, it crossed this place. So if I want to sew, I'm sewing across here, and also when I'm sewing here, this one also goes over this one. All right, so that at the end of the day, when I measure, I still have my, it's even a bit more, so I just cut out the extra. So what I'm going to do now with my needle and thread, I'm going to make my not running stitches now. I'll start from the back because this is the front of my cap. So mind you, we're not making running stitches, so just watch closely what I do as I do it. Okay, now you see I brought in the needle from the bottom, so I'll go out again. I move a bit further and come out. Okay, and I go out again. Please watch me, pardon me, I'm not using I'm using like almost a matching color of thread, so it will not be so visible, but I hope you can see what I'm doing. So I will now come back. Instead of going back, I come back. Look at what I did. I came back to this point. I go inside, go out, then I'll bring it out. I'll not bring it out here. I'll go further and bring it out. So keep pulling. Now you see it. I'm sewing them together. Don't forget, I'm making a V band that I'm sewing with my needle and thread. Now see where my thread came out, but I'll come back here again. come back here. Oh, you know this part is sticky. It's hectic. It's thick. Then I'll go forward and bring it in. So I'll come back so that my stitches in front will look as if I sewed it with a machine. So that's the essence of this back and forth system. Okay, so now I've finished sewing the band, and I joined it to the body of the cap, and I also use the same back and forth method to attach the band and the body of the cap. So now what I'm doing now is I'll fold the cap into two, as in the front side facing each other. Okay, now we are sewing it, and this sewing I'm doing now, in starting I'll just tie it, as in sew it on one spot over and over again so that it will be tight at that edge, and then I will join it together by making a running stitch. I make a running stitch. Now before I started making this, I fixed put a curve point so that the cap will have that curve. So I'll make that running stitch from this end point. You make it to the band, you close it up, because we are using a stretchy fabric, so it does not matter how you sew it, it will definitely enter the person's head because it stretches. Okay, so that's what I'm doing right here, you know. Yes, that's what I'm doing, and I'm almost done with the running stitch. And after sewing it straight down, I'll come back in again, sewing in a reverse manner. Why am I doing that? So that it will be tight, and that is it. This is the final look of our cap.